Greetings, beautiful beings. Happy 2021. It is a year of transformation. So we are in the January and we already see that there are already things happening, that there is this movement of the up and down in the energy. And I do believe that this is what we can expect for the whole year of the 2021. After all, it is a year of transformation. 2021 adds into number 5. 2 plus 1 is 5. And number 5 represents that transformation for us. Now, we all know that we are thrown into all kinds of the transformation through our life. And when you know it, you can actually choose how this is going to go for you. So since we know and we can predict there's going to be a lot of changes in this year, there's going to be probably a lot of physical changes, a lot of emotional changes, and a lot of challenging kind of the situation. Whenever they will be on your personal level, what is happening between you and the circle of your family or the friends, or on our country level, or on the whole human kind of the level, it is natural that we will experience some kind of the changes, because the changes leads into transformation. Now, if we know this, we can maneuver through these changes. We can actually maybe be even a step ahead of these changes, because if you're going to make an intention that you will change along the changes, along the energy that is up there set up for us, then it can be a quite successful year, a very good year for you. So we came from the year number 4, 2020, a year of the abundance. Many of you, despite of the COVID setback, had a very positive abundance, had a time when you have found yourself and brought out the best out of you, and also have witnessed and seen the worst out of you. Now, yourself wants to transform. Now, the best way to do it is to think about your future self. Now, we are in a very unique kind of the energies. Not only that we will be in that number 5 year of the transformation, but we also reach the end of the Mayan calendar, which very well might have ended just by the 2020. And as we're stepping into 2021, we're stepping into this new age. Now, the new age energy, according to, let's say, Egyptian prophecies, or the information that I channel and some other people that I heard channel too, we are in this probably 13 to 18 years window of a very flexible energy, a very flexible outcome for the earth and the humankind, or for us eventually being multiplanetary beings. It feels, or it seems, that the door of the infinite possibilities have just opened wide, and we need to navigate through that journey, and for that we need to transform. So for this, I do believe it's much more appropriate not to dwell in the past, but to step in the future and define your future self. So this is very different, very new, and very exciting. So until now, you all starseeds, way showers, light workers, wonderful, beautiful beings who live from your heart, or who are trying to change to live from your heart, you have all observed your past, and by letting go of your past and while trying to understand your past life. Well, now it's time to build up on that knowledge, on that information, on that energy, and project yourself into the future. Who is your future self? Who you are by the end of the 2021? Who are you going to be, who you would like to be by that December of the 2021? And that can define your changes and help you alongside through this year of the transformation, to transforming into a better part of yourself, or into a high vibrational part of yourself, into happiest part of yourself, into a loving part of yourself, whatever it is that you need, into a successful part of yourself. So define that part of you, the part of your personality or the skills that you would like to gain by the end of this year. And then you can even stretch this at 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 18 years of now, or by the end of your life in this lifetime. Or you can be wild and you can go all the way thousands of years from today, whenever you are living in some beautiful community on the earth, or you are somewhere else living in a beautiful multiplanetary community in the universe. Define yourself. How did you change and how did you get from point of here, of now, to that point of there, to be who you want to be? Now, there is an important part of it, to be who you would like to be. What defines the essence of yourself? What defined that being inside of you, your soul, and your beautiful mind? We are often thrown into these transformational processes. And the one thing that we make a mistake with, that we try to find the people who like us, or who we would like them to like us, or we would like to be likable whenever it is by your boss at work, by your clients, or the people that you meet in your life, your family that you may have. You try to constantly change to please them, because you believe that if you please them, if they find you the way that you think that they will like, that they will accept, that's going to give you that lovingness and acceptance to yourself. But it's a common mistake we make. When you are changing, you need to define yourself. You are changing toward your self-mastery. You are changing toward your self-love, self-acceptance. You are literally finding yourself. Who are you? It is a good way to start a journal this year. Who am I? What is the true essence of my being? What truly matters to me? What is the important part that I will fulfill in this life? Whenever it is to plant the one flower, plant the whole forest, be a good mom, have a successful business, be somebody who helps and change the world, whenever it's the one person and one tiny thing at a time, on the whole big spectrum of the things. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you define yourself, that you find that essence of you, and that essence will do all of this, what I just talked about, to make it changes in the people life, on environment life, in the earthly life, into multiplanetary life. But it all starts within you. It is time that we start nourishing the seed within us, the seed that came from this beautiful tree of life, the universal tree of life. Each of us have that spark of light, the seed of universal tree of life within us. And that seed needs to be planted inside of the earth. Our thoughts, our emotions, our wishes, let that, come from the universal tree of the life. The seed is within your heart, and by your thinking and by your feeling, it is planted inside of the earth. And we know that the earth is capable to born thousands and thousands of things. And you are the one who plants those things inside of the earth. That, before you start planting, work on yourself. You may devote a few days, few weeks, perhaps a whole year to your personal transformation, to finding yourself and doing the things that makes you happy. And even if you may be stuck at a work or doing something that doesn't completely fulfill you, you don't feel that there is that happiness for you, but you still need it because you need your paycheck and you need it for whatever reason. You may define that part of you. Why did you choose it in the first place? What was the calling to be there? And you may say, well, Eva, I just needed a paycheck, that's it. Well, then you needed a paycheck. You needed the money to pay your bills, to afford your apartment or your house, or to feed your children. And I think we should be grateful for that. So the movement of the transformation from the point A to the point B to the point C and the point Z need to come with grace of the gratefulness, instead of just be angry over what is not working in our life and how I'm hating doing this and I'm how hating doing that. Because I tell you one thing, I'm quite certain, and I don't really like that feeling, but I'm quite certain about it, that each of us this year gonna encounter quite several things that we will not like, that we will just want to be like a turtle and hide in the shelf and just to wait until the bad water is out. But that is no longer acceptable. We need to be there and says, you know what? So it's a rainy day, but the earth needs this rain. The flower, the forest needs this rain. So even though I may not like it, it will be beneficial for somebody else. So good way in the transformation is to change the way how you are thinking and how you are associating each event with some kind of the emotions. So if I really don't like the rain and it's really cold and blistery outside, but I know that somebody or something or someone will benefit from it, which there definitely is in the circle of life, I'm going to be grateful for it. So I'm going to change the way how I think about it, and that's going to change the way how I feel about it. I am grateful for this blistery, cold, ugly rain because it is a rainbow bridge for someone else. It may be a rainbow bridge for me, it may be a rainbow bridge for someone else. It helps us to get from one part to the other part. If you guys like hiking, that's the compare I can put up there, because I definitely like hiking. There are the parts on the path when you feel like, oh my God, I'm too tired, or it's too steep, or there's a complete mud in the pathway and it's gonna totally ruin my shoes or so much on. There's always this part of it that we do not like, in all honesty, right? There's always something that you can find to complain about it. And instead of complaining again, look, is there another path that you can take so you don't soil your shoes with the mud? Or is it just worth it to walk into the mud and just to take it for what it is? It's not that bad. Nothing what has happened to us leads us to that ultimate ending of the life. And even if that happens, as bad as it is, there is a rebirth and there's a continuance of the soul lives for the eternity. Now, we're not going to go with the doomsday and any planning of the ending of the life, because transformation is not the end. It may feel like that. It may feel like you hit the wall, that you are having a dark night of the soul every single day. But it is because you do not want to see anything else. And with all honesty, I think we all have been there when we just hit the wall and we're just sitting there and we're just crying in our side and we do not want to see anything else. We feel like we are trapped in a life. We feel like we are trapped in our circumstances and our family. And because we feel that, we see, there is nothing else, you do not understand. There is nothing else. It closes around you like a big cage, and you are not capable to see a door that is not locked, a door that you can push and open, and you can find a different way. Now, for that, you have to be brave. You have to be brave to walk out of the impossible into the forest with many journeys, with the journeys of all possibilities. If we are correct and we are at the new beginning of the whole earthly cycle for the next, let's say, 5,000 of years, we have a power to navigate through that cycle just in the beginning. We are like giving it this great push in the beginning. That means that all the rules that work until now are changing. That means that your soul contract can change. Your life circumstances can change. You can totally jump from the one life that you had predestined into the life that you would like to have. Now, let me quote you from the Joseph Campbell. We must be willing to let go of the life we have planned, so as to accept the life that is waiting for us. Now, when I read that today morning, I also talk about our birth pre-birth soul contracts. And whenever you are a spiritual worker, or you just, working in the regular job and just embracing your spirituality and adding your energy in everything as you do, as I always suggest, you had some kind of predestined life that you planned. And then in this middle of that life, or in whichever part of your journey you are, you have awakened and you realize that is not working for you. You realize that you would like to do something different, and that something different is still, embracing the serving of the humanity. You have a chance. And this year is your year. The year of the transformation is the best year to change your soul contract. Can you feel how exciting it is? Can you feel how all this possible suffering that we may go through this year can be turned into the best possible outcome of your life? That you can actually make a jump from the one life and the destiny and the vibration quality in a totally different one, whenever it's the highest or the lowest, because we do live in a place of duality. And based on your choices, you're going to choose where is it that you're going to go. So we have to be fair about it, to look at the both choices. That, naturally we want to go to that higher choice, but by the making wrong decisions, we can, go to that lower vibrational choice. There's always a two-way of the possibilities. Once you are aware of it, you can definitely take a step back and make choices that are more conscious, that may not be necessary pleasing right away for you, but you know that on the longer term, there are good and positive decision choices that you are making that's going to lead you to where you would like to be. So I want to encourage you to be brave this year, or at least this month, until we'll go into the February. Let's just taking a month by month, because you know that every month I'll make you this little energy video and see what is coming next. So let's encourage each other on this journey. For the January, find yourself that one word that defines you, what it is that you need. Is it a happiness, success, love? And look into your own self, into your self-mastery. If this is what I want, how I first find them within me. If I want to be happy in this year, or by the end of the year, if I feel like my future self really holds that level of the happiness I would like to have, then I have to find in my everyday how I, as my individual self, feel happy. Because whatever happiness the outside world's gonna bring me will not fulfill that deep essence of the happiness that is somewhere hidden within me. And that same goes with love, with success, with the self-worth, with the self-acceptance, with forgiveness, with anything that you feel like you will work on. Define what it is, see what is the world mirroring around you, and then go within you. How can I have it? I would say it's the best ever example that Pleiadians gave me. They said, and it was quite a little radical, but they said, imagine that you have that one thing that you need to learn. And for the rest of your life, you will be on the deserted island. You'll be like a Robinson Crusoe living on the island. How do you find it? How do you define that quality within you? How do you find happiness when you are lonely and alone and there's nobody else? How do you find love when you don't have that partner up there to showing it to you and shower you in love? How do you find the confidence? How do you find that need for the survival? So there is a power within us, a power that wants to awaken. But the power awaken within you and blossom outside like a flower of life to everybody around you. Now, if it awakens around you and you take it in, it will temporarily sustain your energy. But then it's your job to bring it up, to make it blossom from the inside out. So let's focus on that into January, and let's again keep encouraging each other on this journey. Now, here's a little just heads up for my classes. I'm opening a soul healing classes once again. The soul healing classes will last for the 10 weeks and they will start on the January 26th and will go until March 30th. If you're guys interested, please visit my website. If you're having financial problems or need installment payments, please let me know. My repeated students, you know, I love to see you back and you know, you have a special prize there. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Next monthly class will be the first Saturday in the February. Of course, I don't remember which day it is, honestly, but it will talk about the Mintaka and the galactic wires. So how do we have this memory of the galactic wires encoded within our DNA? And how do we suffer through the guilt and the shame and the feeling bad all the time, just through some memories that is within us? It is just a memory that wants to be understood, nothing else. So we will become a better being so that we have that heart and mind connection. So with this, I want to wish you a happy new year. And let's plunge into this transformation instead of holding ourselves away and refusing to participate in it. Let's just plunge in. Let's be those crazy, brave people who go run the marathon. And we are not just saving our energy. We are kind of like sprinting from the beginning because we believe we can. And I know that these people have a very bad fall in the end because they run out of our energy. But time is different. The rules are different. So let's break some rules in a very safe way. Let's find a way how to take a break, how to re-energize ourselves, how we can run this 12 months marathon, energize, empower it, and how we come to the finishing line in the December when you says, wow, I am my future self. I actually was becoming my future self all those 12 months. And that is exciting. So I love you. I wish you a fabulous month. If you like to join my classes, please visit my website and sign up. Please like it, like my channel if you like it, and share it. I love you. Love and light to you.